100 years hence, that such a thing existed? Will it be believed that none but women have the courage to raise their voices in protest? That man's inhumanity made countless of thousands of mourn, yet useless indeed were women's tears and women's prayers. Will it be believed 100 years hence? These words were written in this country 133 years ago by an incredible suffragette called Louisa Lawson. This suffragette imagined that by this time, the tyranny of men's violence and subjugation of women would be a distant memory, one that we could not even believe that such a state of things had ever existed. It is one of the greatest shames of our nation that not only can we believe that such a state of things existed, but we continue to live in it as a reality. 32 women have been killed in this country by the start of the year. This week alone, we have woken to the lives of 3 women lost. Erica Hay, Emma Bates, Molly Thicehurst. Women are not safe in this country. The crisis of male violence continues to stain our societies, our homes, and our lives, and it is a crisis that knows no borders and no age. It is a crisis that demands urgent and collective action, and still we are wasting our time asking, will we be believed? We wake up and we express our horror at yet another woman found dead. Another woman killed by the hands of someone she was told she could trust before anyone else in this world. Another woman who sought protection and help from the supposed justice system of this country and was failed in the greatest way possible. Another woman who moments before her life was taken was probably asking herself, will it be believed? We wake up and we speak out. And like many others this month, I spoke out. Here's some of the comments that I have received from real men here in Australia. Don't comment until you hear the husband's side. Who let the rabid skunk out of its cage? Sorry, sweetheart, but not everything is about you. Let the grown-ups speak. Women do be shocking. Shut the fuck up, slut, or next time it will be you. Men's violence is an epidemic in this country, and it is growing by the day. Even when the facts acknowledge that, even when our stories acknowledge that, some men would rather fight tooth and nail to deny this than even consider it a possibility by listening to what evidence, authorities, and we are saying. This is the kind of willful ignorance that continues to uphold a culture of misogyny that enables tragedies like this to happen, and it must be held to account. Of pandering to defensiveness. I am sick of reminding that of course not all men, when I am trying to tell stories of how my body was held down and I was raped. When I am trying to make sense of how Eurydice Dixon could be raped and murdered in a park that I walk through every single day. When I am trying to explain that a mass attack on a place that feels so safe and familiar has thrown our entire worlds upside down. Not all men, I will only continue to say, when they start screaming that it's every fucking one of us. It is every woman, it is every non-binary person, it is every trans sister, and it is every trans brother, and it is every day, and it is every night, and it is everywhere we go. Acknowledging the growing epidemics of violence is not anti-men, it is anti-patriarchy. Which some men are displaying, and their active refusal to reflect on this issue speaks volumes to what side they are really on. Someone that is not part of the problem will not waste your time by making you qualify not all men, because they will be using this time to listen and learn and actively engage in making the society safer. These are the men who realize this is not our issue alone, this is a human issue. That it is not a battle for us to fight alone, but one that requires the active participation of everyone, especially our fathers, our brothers, our sons, our colleagues, and our friends. These are the men who have shown up today. These are the ones who have heard us and let us know that yes, finally, we will be believed. Because if you're not part of the problem, you don't get in the fucking way of finding the solution. Louisa Lawson also wrote 133 years ago that it is the great need of the hour for men to stand with women who are not afraid to take hold of the active and practical work against the growing immortality of our age. 133 years later, I continue to stand here and call upon the men in our community to join this critical mission because your involvement is crucial in turning this tide against violence, to spread education and awareness, to create safe spaces for discussion, to not walk past when you see harassment taking place, and to hold your mates to account, to be better role models for everyone around you. Stand with us of allies and champions of change. And to everyone as part of this issue, I hope that you are channeling the same rage and devastation and frustration to the genocide that is happening around the world. We will continue to be relentless. We will continue to be loud, and we will continue to be everywhere until we see the change that we demand. We continue to hold this flame of change that has been burning in this country for centuries. Let it burn with the fierce urgency of now until it illuminates a future where violence against our community is not just reduced, but it is eradicated for good. This is the time where we can ask, with a real sense of hope and conviction, will it be believed 100 years hence that such a state of things ever existed? Thank you.